Hi everyone. I would like to first thank USC Commons for giving the opportunity to be part of this amazing program. My name is Hewan. I am from Ethiopia. I studied architecture and specialized in conservation of urban and architectural heritage in Ethiopia as well. These are some of the projects I did in Ethiopia: restoration proposal of a building and an urban location mapping project of heritage site in Addis Ababa. So for this summer, I was at Fallingwater, which is one of which is Frank Lloyd Wright's masterpiece and the best example of organic architecture, whereby nature, human, and architecture comes together. And so one of the first projects I did was, this is a dry stone wall on site. It's actually a private, it's not a public building. It's really private to the family, to the owners of the building. But I was fortunate enough to visit this area, and I saw a tree dislocating the masonry, the dry stone wall. So I put together a proposal for the future herborist, because they didn't have a herborist at the time. So I did this proposal for them of how to protect the dry stone wall from the tree without actually removing the tree, because they have carried on Wright's idea that we shouldn't be imposing or destroying nature, but fit nature into our own lives. So the major project I did at Fallingwater is developing the preservation timeline starting from 1976 up to 2022. And just to give you a perspective, Fallingwater has been an open house museum since 1968. So it has a long history of preservation and restoration. So they had a large image database. So my job, it's not visible, I apologize for that, but while trying to develop this spreadsheet of all these years, I also categorized the restoration works, like concrete, stone, steel, and under that, what were the material used, what were the different contractors who developed the proposal, and I tried to identify this information so that future researchers can have this information accessible to them. So, next slide, please. So this spreadsheet can translate into this. One of the translation, I just wanted to give you an example of what this spreadsheet means actually graphically, because the spreadsheet also is coordinated with their image database in their drive. So while going through that spreadsheet, whoever is going through can actually go into the image library and go through different picture and actually understand what has been done, because they were very good at documenting, taking photograph of every restoration. Next slide. So this is also my extraction from 2007 up to 2012. Next slide. Yeah, this is also another one. And yeah. So while I was doing this, I saw a gap in documentation. So I developed this site book for the maintenance crew at Fallingwater, so that they can easily document the work that they're doing, and easily document the work that has been done as far as the location is concerned. Are they doing work at the main house or the guest house, and what kind of work are they doing? What kind of materials are they using? And with this, I also updated their layout, because they have finalized their terminologies for different rooms, because different terraces have different names, and different rooms have different names. And through this time, the terminologies have evolved, but finally they have developed this they have finalized the terminologies of each room. So I have put also how to identify different rooms within this documentation form, and with it would be attached that key plan I have updated while I was doing this. So next slide. And finally, now Fallingwater is entering into a 3-year phased restoration project. So for this project, I went through the restoration proposal studied by Architecture Preservation Studio from New York. So I went through that proposal and I developed this project-specific site book so that they can document this 3 years project and also this form to be very friendly to that specific project. And while on this topic, I got also the opportunity to be part of the bidding process and how they evaluated contractors also. And I was also fortunate enough to be attending weekly meetings with the maintenance department and the preservation department, which was very interesting to see how they communicated. And finally, I would like to thank my supervisor who couldn't be here today, Scott Perkins, for his time and patience, and I really learned a lot from him. And thank you for your time.